Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Melissa Youssef, Mayor and Durango City Councilor. This program is designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting, and this time we look at the January 7th meeting. Our first meeting of 2020 had a light agenda. It began with public participation and news on the upcoming 3rd annual Durango Women's March.
The theme is #WomenRising2020. Come celebrate the 100th anniversary of women's right to vote. We'll meet in front of the Durango train station at 10:30 in the morning on Saturday, January 18th. And then we start marching at 11 a.m. We march up to Buckley Park. And if you don't want to march, you can come and just cheer us on. And then at Buckley Park, we have a rally with 5 very insightful speakers. And we will be providing warm drinks, so you won't get cold in the snow. This is everyone's welcome, including men. This is a family-friendly, free event, and we're asking people to bring a sign, but to have a positive message stating what you are for and not staying away from what we're against.
Next, we heard a presentation from Trails 2000, which contracts with the city and collaborates with numerous community partners to build and maintain area trails in Durango open space.
The investment by Trails 2000 of the trail work, the value is at $28 an hour, so it's a conservative return on investment for the city of around $140,000 for your investment for what you're doing, conservatively valued just on the volunteer aspect of what we do. So I just want to say thank you again for all of your support. We appreciate your support and understanding of the heavy lifting we do for the community, and we can't do it, as I said, without this partnership. We really enjoy working with the city staff, with the Parks and Recreation staff, and so we just want to thank you for that.
7 items, most routine, were on our consent agenda. All were adopted with no additional discussion. We had no public hearings for this meeting. Councilors did discuss numerous items, including streamlining the boards and commission member interview process and reconsideration of the Parks, Open Space, and Trails Master Plan. Councilors Baxter and Noseworthy, who cast the 2 dissenting votes when the plan failed to win approval in October, oppose reconsideration.
But I'm not convinced it's respectful of council's time, and I would be more interested in seeing significant changes in advance, and then the council can decide whether or not it's worth another discussion. But from what I've seen so far, I haven't seen the significant changes that would reflect the things that both Councilor Baxter and I think we're the only 2 who provided written information as to what we would want to see in the plan.
It was noted that failure to have a plan in place could have negative financial consequences for the city.
The master plan is really utilized a lot when we apply for grants, and as well as the accreditation to show that the department is capable of managing those grant funds and managing the capital projects. We speak about that in every grant application. And so the master plan is absolutely critical for our ability to seek outside funding. And as you know, we oftentimes are successful in the funding, and that's because we have a guiding document and support of the community for proceeding with funding for projects. So that's an important thing that I would share with you in terms of why we should have a master plan.
Ultimately, myself and Councilors Bettine and Brookie voiced support for reconsideration, which will now occur at our January 21st meeting. During her report, Interim City Manager Amber Blake indicated the Colorado Department of Local Affairs is assisting in reviewing the 2020 city budget and how it compares to the 2019 budget.
They'll be looking at the 19 numbers and the 20 numbers. They'll also be looking at the fund balances, the general fund, enterprise funds, special revenue funds, and CIP, and looking at best practice, how we have the current budget has been developed over the years, and then recommending best practice changes. They're also going to be providing us with, they review 4,000 budgets. So that we've requested that they provide us with their top, what are your gold standards, best practice, here is what all budgets should look like if possible. So they will be providing us with that technical assistance.
It's hoped that DOLA will provide a report on the budget within a month. Here are some events and items of interest you should know about. The Community Relations Commission is holding a series of community listening sessions, with the first session on Thursday, January 16th at 5:30 p.m. at City Hall. They hope to gather community input, stories, and reflections about sensitive topics with a specific focus on diversity and discrimination. Be sure to set aside Wednesday, January 22nd at 5 p.m. to attend a joint Parks and Recreation and Natural Lands Preservation Board meeting concerning e-bike use on natural surface trails. Following the meeting, the two boards will take public comments on that topic. And here's a reminder that the Common Grounds Cafe at the Durango Public Library is closed for remodeling until early February. As part of this remodel, the north doors into the library will also be closed. Our next study session will be January 14th at 4 p.m., and our next regular City Council meeting is January 21st at 6:30 p.m. Agendas for meetings are posted at durangogov.org/meetings. And remember, if you haven't done so yet, please take the Civility First Durango Pledge by visiting durangogov.org/CRC. And that's Council Connection for the January 7th Durango City Council meeting. I'm City Councilor and Mayor Melissa Youssef. Thanks for joining us. And remember, you can always contact your city councilors via email at citycouncil@durangogov.org.